The UN's Nuclear Energy Agency says it's increasingly concerned that Iran is secretly working on a nuclear weapons program. The IAEA says it has information on the development of a nuclear payload for a missile. Iran insists its nuclear program is purely for civilian purposes, but the agency's report claims Iran has started installing equipment to produce highly enriched uranium in an underground bunker. Well, to get some insight into this, let's talk to Simon Henderson, an expert on Arab states of the Persian Gulf. He's based at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy. Simon, if Tehran continue to insist that their nuclear program is for civilian purposes, why does the IAEA not just take it at its word?
Because they don't believe what Iran is saying, to put it simply, and there's too much evidence that Iran is working not only to make a bomb, a nuclear bomb, but also shaping that bomb so it would fit on top of a missile. We know that Iran has many missiles. It shows them off regularly with test firings. We know also that they're trying to produce enriched uranium. They don't have a domestic use for that enriched uranium, so the logic is that it's probably for military purposes.
But in this report, the IAEA says that it has possible activity. It's increasingly concerned about possible activity. It doesn't have anything concrete that it can show to the outside community.
Well, I think it does have more concrete things, but it's the style of the IAEA not to perform its functions completely in the public gaze. It is obliged to regularly report, and indeed this is what has been produced today, one of these regular reports. But otherwise, its job is to engage with the Iranians. And the Iranians are on these matters, on the matters of whether they are trying to actually make a bomb or they are doing the work which would enable a bomb to fit on top of a missile. The Iranians are apparently refusing even to engage with the IAEA. So they are frustrated, and so there's been this condemnation.
So what should the international community be doing about this? Because, of course, diplomacy isn't working, sanctions aren't working. Why are the UN not blocking trade in oil and gas, for example?
Well, Iran is a very significant producer of oil or gas. It took a considerable amount of diplomatic energy in the case of Syria to stop Syrian exports. I don't think the world diplomatic community has the energy to do that against Iran, and also Iran is too big a player in world energy markets for this probably to be successfully imposed. So it would seem to me that more diplomatic pressure, of which the publication of reports like today's and the discussion of it is part of the process, and possibly at least from the United States, or often reported from Israel, that the threat of military action as well.
OK, Simon Henderson, good to talk to you. Thank you for your insight. Simon Henderson from the Washington Institute for Near East Policy.